The Girl Who Refused to Quit. Shattered Beginnings. At just 10 years old, Emily Carter had already learned that life doesn't come with a safety net. Her mother passed away during childbirth with her younger brother. Her father, once a loving man, drowned in grief and liquor. By the time Emily was 12, she was the one changing diapers, scraping together meals, and walking miles just to buy discounted groceries. They lived in a fading trailer on the edge of Jackson Creek, a town most people left when they got the chance, and Emily dreamed of being one of them. But dreams felt far away when you were cleaning up after a drunk parent and trying to keep the electricity on. She excelled in school, but no one noticed. No one at home asked about her grades or her future. Some nights, she stared out her cracked window and whispered to herself, "I'm going to make it out. One shot." At 14, Emily discovered the high school debate team, and her voice. Mr. Wallace, the only teacher who seemed to notice her, pushed her to try out. "You've got fire," he said. She made the team. It was her first win. Her first yes in a life filled with no's. But life doesn't pause for victories. 2 weeks later, her father was arrested after a bar fight that left a man hospitalized. Emily was left to care for her 6-year-old brother, Josh, alone. CPS came knocking. There was talk of foster care. Desperate, Emily begged the caseworker, "Just give me time. Please, I'll make it work. Don't take him from me." They gave her a chance, a ticking clock. If she failed school or showed signs of instability, they'd separate them. So she worked 3 jobs after school. She cooked, cleaned, tutored Josh, and still found time to debate. She never told anyone, not even her teammates. But secrets have a way of unraveling. The breakdown. One cold November morning, she fainted in class from exhaustion. Her debate folder spilled across the floor. Inside were overdue bills, a food stamp card, and Josh's school report. Whispers turned to questions. Mr. Wallace pieced it together and confronted her gently. "I can help," he said. But Emily refused. "If I accept help, they'll think I can't do this. They'll take him away." He nodded, but secretly reached out to a local women's shelter that helped teen caregivers. That was the start of everything changing. Hope has a cost. The shelter offered food deliveries, tutoring for Josh, and quiet assistance through a scholarship fund. Emily kept working, studying, surviving. But her world narrowed. At 16, she got her first big break, a statewide debate competition with a $5,000 scholarship prize. On the day of the event, Josh spiked a fever of 103 degrees Fahrenheit. She had to choose, the scholarship that could change her life, or staying with the only family she had left. She stayed. The next morning, the team captain delivered news. They lost by 1 point. Emily wept alone that night, not because she lost, but because she never even had the chance to try. But quitting? That wasn't in her blood. The offer. Senior year came, and with it, a secret college application. Emily applied to Barton University, her dream school since she was 13. She wrote a brutally honest essay titled, "The Girl Who Refused to Quit." 2 months later, she received a call. Not an email, not a letter. A call. The admissions director told her they'd never read anything like it. "You've endured more than most adults ever will," he said. "You have a full ride." Emily collapsed to her knees on the kitchen floor, Josh hugging her with wide, confused eyes. But reality bit back. College meant leaving him behind. She declined the offer. Until Barton called back with another one, housing for both of them and a work-study program that paid enough to support them. They wanted her because she didn't quit. Full circle. Emily graduated with honors in education and social work. She gave the valedictorian speech, raw, trembling, and unforgettable. "I was told more times than I can count that I wasn't enough, that I'd never get out. But sometimes all you need is one person to believe in you, and to never stop believing in yourself." She went on to build the Carter Foundation, a nonprofit that helps children in at-risk homes stay with their siblings while accessing education and support. She made it out, and she made sure others could too. Years later, Emily returned to Jackson Creek, not as the broken girl from a rundown trailer, but as a keynote speaker for the state's Department of Child Services. Her voice cracked as she ended her speech with the same words that once kept her going during the darkest nights. "I wasn't lucky. I was relentless. I was the girl who refused to quit."